Hello, everybody, and welcome to Virtual TrekCon. This is the closing ceremonies.
Yeah.
We've got Mr. Michael Kenyon Rosenberg of Falling Tower. We've got Mr. Scotty Baker, who handles all the web design. And every time I ask him to do something, he sends me back an emoji of a middle finger. We've got Sirach Lofton, the star of the show. We've got Melissa Longo. Happy birthday, Melissa Longo, by the way.
Yay, thank you.
That's it?
What? Thank you.
Let's get
Happy birthday.
Oh.
let's get some happy birthdays in the comments, guys. Let's get some happy birthdays to Melissa Longo. She put lipstick on for you guys today. The least you could do is at least give her a happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Feliz cumpleaños. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zum Geburtstag.
It's also Deep Space Nine's 28th birthday, Sirach.
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine was first premiered January 3rd, 1993, when Melissa was -4.
Yeah. No, that was the year I was born.
What?
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
Yeah. So real quick, guys, we were talking about which logo should we have. What do you guys think? Because, you know, we've got this logo up here. Wait, why is it's over there in the corner? That's
there.
the 7th one. We also have the Falling Tower logo, which is beautiful and wonderful. Earlier for the Voyager documentary, we used this one with the Deep Space Nine and Voyager producers on. But then we were like, well, which logo do we use? We kind of go back and forth. So Scott, being the superstar stalwart that he is, he actually created a new one like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, in like 50 seconds, he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
Make this VTC logo for you.
it was unbelievable. Now I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm sure it's incredible, just like the website. So it's time to unveil it now.
Drum roll.
Ah, wow! How did you do that so quickly?
I think I really outdid myself on this one. So
Yeah.
Sure did.
You forgot to insert here.
yeah.
Insert BTC logo here.
So,
Yeah.
but how did you whip it up so quickly is the question, really.
Yeah. Actually, I did just send you another one that is actually usable. So I know you got to go back in and download it and everything. And we're trying to close out ceremonies and let in Anne-Marie and
Anne-Marie, who hooks us up with live events and getting all the people on board. How you doing, Anne-Marie Siegel? Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel,
Oh
by
my
the way.
God, so good. What is 12 days?
wow.
Did you? Oh, Anne-Marie, check out our new VTC logo that Scott made over in the corner.
I love it. Oh my God,
Yeah.
it's not on yet.
All right, let's see. What's the other one that you made? Anne-Marie, can you give us a few quick shout outs for the events?
Oh my gosh, I was kind of hoping we'd go through the days really fast, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah, really fast. That's easy. Michael and I are old pros at going through a bunch of things really fast.
I know. Because they're too many to say just like in 1 or 2 sentences. But
What about like 12 sentences?
yes, I can do 12 to 24 sentences.
Okay. But first, hey, Sirach, do you see our virtual TrekCon logo in the corner there that Scott made? It's all, I can't get this thing.
He's thinking.
It's over there in the corner there. But let's see. So now, the robot. Now we all have a choice between
Incoming
that.
subspace message.
Oh my gosh, it's
All right,
double.
guys, this is it. Everybody in the chat, we are doing a quick poll, and it's not a psychic poll or a what was the poll that we've done on the 7th rule before, which is like a
Your telepathic poll.
telepathic poll.
Yes.
This is a real, this is a real one. Do you guys want virtual TrekCon logo number 1? That's this one, or virtual TrekCon logo number 2?
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
Scott
kinda
made
like
them both
number
pretty
one.
quickly.
Wait, where is it?
Up in the corner of that one up there.
I don't see it.
See it. It's right by my face.
Yeah. No, all I see is your poster.
Oh,
Really?
weird.
No, look. No, that's not a. That's
Oh,
Oh,
you,
I see.
oh, VTC poster.
Yeah.
Someone said
Yeah.
it's not psychic, it's psychotic.
The face. I don't
okay.
see the other one.
I don't know. That one's pretty good. We're getting.
Oh, I like number one.
Is it itty bitty?
I'm not touching that one. Hey, Sirach, since you're having tech issues, do you want to just say your things that you'd like to say and then go back to enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you for, making this a special event. We really appreciate the love and support. I hope it's something to go through the holidays, make it good for everybody.
Awesome. And we do appreciate you. We do appreciate you calling in right now, even though I know you're busy and you're doing your thing, and the Wi-Fi is really bad over where you are. But thanks for taking the time, and all the panels that we did. People were loving them. By the way, everybody, I was talking with Sirach about this today, that we now have the second biggest video ever on the 7th rule that we released here on Virtual TrekCon like 4 or 5 days ago, and that was our. I know. Look at Melissa. Hold that face. That we released, just a few days ago. It was our interview with Patricia Tallman.
I thought it would have been the Discovery interview with Noah AK.
That one is skyrocketing.
Spectacular.
But that was just
That's really good. I finally got a chance to watch that the other day.
Freaking
Michael, do we have on Falling Tower? Did we end up getting the highest viewership ever on it? Probably not on a video. No. We have a couple videos that are pretty up there.
I mean, yours have like over 1 million, so no.
Yeah. Michael, do you want to talk about what people can look forward to this week? Virtual TrekCon's over, by the way. But
What?
Falling Tower, the 7th rule, all these things, Sid City, Mohammed Noor just announced his new podcast, right?
Starting January 10th.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of goodies.
Nice.
But here's something that's coming up real soon if you'd like to tell them about it, Michael.
Videos, more videos.
What's coming up this week?
We put out videos.
But
The 7th rule puts out videos.
isn't there
Mohammed
something
Noor's gonna put
special
out videos.
involving 4 wonderful elderly women?
Yeah, Ryan
Anthony
and
knows.
Darth and Rico and I all become elderly women for our next show on Wednesday, in which we discuss, as Ryan is showing you, if you can. There you go.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Darth is your rose.
We cast each other. We cast each other too. So look forward to that.
Love it.
Which one's
So-
Sophia?
The girls.
That's a good question.
You have to
knows?
watch to find out.
Yeah, that's true. We do discuss that.
Ryan
See,
is
that
also
is-
Dorothy.
That's Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, which is 9 p.m. Eastern time. Check us out. We premiere it live. It's going to be 4 dudes on the West Coast in 2021 reviewing 4 old ladies in Miami in the 80s. Perfect.
I thought so.
Any Golden Girls fans out there?
Rock look. I want that coat so badly.
I'm totally a Golden Girls fan.
We'll find out to see if we liked it or not.
Well,
Or not.
I still enjoyed the show, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait until next year, the year in review, and watch the year in review where I hear
Oh,
If you guys
What
watch
we
the
thought
second,
about the Golden That'll be the first one that we review, so you won't have to wait too long into the episode.
yeah, I wait.
hear.
I wait for the year in review to watch the first episode. If I like the year in review of the watch the first, and then if I like the watch the first episode, then I'll go and watch the actual show. So it's like a filter process.
system.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scott. Scott Jensen, also Scott Baker. Thank you for saying that. But Scott Jensen said he will definitely be there, so that's great. Look at all this Golden Girls love.
Mm.
The Golden guys.
Mm.
The Golden guys in Russia.
Ugh.
I'm not going any farther than that one.
It's a whole different show.
Especially that we just mentioned Poles.
Yeah, they have Golden Girls in Poland too.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Are they called the Poland Girls? Golden Girls.
Well, oh wait, everybody's saying hello to our good friend Rose Kirby out in the UK.
Mm. Hello, Rose.
Hey, Rose.
Thanks for watching, Rose. We love having you around.
How come
Yes.
when everybody else freezes, like their face looks really weird, but when Sirach freezes, he looks
It's
adorable?
Yeah.
It looks like a picture.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
so jealous.
On my screen, it's just a black square with a rotating circle. So
Oh.
Huh.
What's going on with your tech? You can't
I
see
think-
posters. You can't see. You can't hear people.
still, yeah, I
think she's in a different show. I think.
Maybe she's on a different timeline, different universe, parallel universe.
Yeah.
What kind of face do you guys make when your feed freezes?
I don't know.
Oh, Anne-Marie's did freeze.
And it definitely isn't as cute as Sirach.
That's true, Sirach. Oh, whoa. Michael Kenyon Rosenberg. Glenn is shooting shots fired at you.
Shooting shots.
He says, after the Babylon 5 review, I had to unsubscribe from all future
Yeah.
WTF videos.
I sympathize.
Just
I went
got
through the
that,
same
yeah.
thing. I went through the same thing with Lucifer when they did that. I only just resubscribed. Just kidding. I never unsubscribed, but
Michael, can we talk for a second about the hate mail that we got from our Babylon 5 review? We gave it an average of like between 4.5 and 7. I think we averaged out like a 6 or 6.5. So it wasn't great. Wasn't, you know, it's whatever. But the comments,
They flamed us for sure.
yeah.
one
But I
guy
have to say-
especially let us have it. He wrote
Yeah.
us. He wrote a
2 pages.
comment that was so long that reading the comment would last longer than watching the entire video.
But you did some good because I went and bought season 1 because I wanted to see what all the fuss
Why
was
we
about.
hated it so much?
Well, I had already watched the first, but I wanted to see what like caused everybody in the comments to love it so much. So
Did you find out?
I'm in the 2nd episode right now. I just haven't had time because there's so much to watch every day.
So, Michael, do you want to tell us about those comments? What were they saying?
They're basically saying that I'm an idiot and I should just go watch the show and not be such an idiot.
Don't mess with that guy's hair.
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
That guy's hair was cool, and if you don't like it, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Medallion has a good scoring system, good rating system. She said 5
Wait.
Babylons out of 5.
Ah, yeah. That's what I gave it. I gave it a 5.
We have to say,
Babylon 5.
While Dan Mason's here in the audience, the trivia nights both were amazing, and I can't even believe how hard they were. Yet everybody knew all the answers.
And his podcast.
And the show was amazing. And then the really fun part also was that then James Dillon, who's one of the 4 lads who does the show, went and had a baby like within a couple days after that. So major congratulations
Whoa,
to
I
their
didn't
new
even know men
member.
could get pregnant.
Yes,
Watch more sci-fi,
So,
Michael.
they have a new cadet. Yeah,
Wow,
Oh,
that's
like
so
like,
cool.
like twins too. Is that?
it was kind of like Call the Midwife Christmas Special Part 2.
Oh,
Whoa, this is pretty good humor here. I give it 5
Ooh.
quadrants out of 4.
5 of 4 lights.
Yeah, that's a math joke. What the heck were we talking? Oh yeah. So Anne Marie, do you want to hit us up with the shout outs, or do you really want to try to go
can
through
we-
all 12
Well,
days?
can we just say each day? I'm sorry because they're really fun, like things that. Well, you hate
I'm
me
sorry, but we
forever.
have to do this. We have to do this. There's no.
Let me see if I have a book that I
Oh,
can
and
read.
also, okay, really fast, Trekkie's Guide to the Galaxy is Dan Mason's Facebook page and Twitter account, Trekkie's Guide. So make sure you hit that up because they do some really awesome stuff.
Okay.
That's a crossover nerd joke right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wednesday, December 3rd, 23rd.
Okay.
We had the opening ceremonies. We had Deep Space Nine's second generation panel, which I loved very much. We had the creation of the Dominion with Ira Stephen Bear, Robert Hewitt Wolf, which we love very much. We had Falling Tower Presents Watch the First, Babylon 5, which we just discussed, which was opening.
All right, so you guys have been shouted out for that. Okay.
And the Seventh Rule presents a Deep Space Nine, or a review of Deep Space Nine's Hippocratic Oath.
Shout out to the Seventh Rule.
Yeah.
The second day,
Klingon Day.
December 24th, Klingon Day. It had a fan compilation video, shout outs and cosplay, Klingon makeup tutorial by Mr. Scotty Baker.
And wasn't it the uncut version? So there was totally new material in there.
I know the Klingons have two. I don't know if they're uncut.
Stop it. Just stop. I knew you were going to go there. We don't no more, but there were some new amazing stories that we hadn't heard before. And it was just an amazing video. So if you haven't seen it, or if you've seen it even, make sure to check it out again because it's awesome.
Then we had Mary Chifo and Kenneth Mitchell, Discovery Klingons panel. Then we had The Seventh Rule presents a review of Discovery Season 3, Episode 11, which was
Sci-Fi Sisters.
That's right. And we also had the Klingon Language Survival Guide. Lambda Quadrant.
So really fast. First of all, Sci-Fi Sisters, amazing. And make sure you check out their new logo, which is in like an IDIC symbol, but then like with this beautiful Black women with earrings so that it like all melds together. It's the coolest thing ever. And they have a new podcast, so make sure you check it out. But okay, so I have to give a big shout out to Mary Chifo, who Mark Okrand, who wrote the Klingon Dictionary, actually came to that live chat and was complimenting her spoken Klingon.
Wow.
Then he came back at night for Kat Lee and Randy Frank's Klingon language survival tutorial. And Callie is like the most fluent person in Klingon ever. And he was loving it. And it was a really super magic moment when he was in the live chat and they gave each other some mutual respect. So,
yeah, that's pretty awesome. You're right.
Super special.
Real quick, Roman, you're a little late to the party. We've been throwing birthday cheer at Melissa, but that doesn't mean you should stop. Keep it coming.
And really fast, the Klingon
also, Rose Kirby says, please, can you answer? And she says, Anne Marie, I'm trying to get an answer to my question.
I'm sorry.
When did T7R start on YouTube? That was January 15th, 2019. We will have a fun 2-year anniversary thing in less than 2 weeks. Thanks for asking.
Okay, but really fast, the Klingon Language Survival Guide is on the Lambda Quadrant page, so make sure you like and follow them also. They're on Facebook and Twitter.
Yes, we love Lambda Quadrant.
And how cool is it that Kenneth Mitchell got to be back on Star Trek Discovery without all the Klingon makeup and all that jazz, huh?
The coolest of the coolest of the coolest. If we're going to skip ahead to that, what did you guys think of it? Amazing performance, right?
Oh, yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, he was incredible.
Yep. I think we all liked it.
Oh, that's such a good picture.
She's purring in my ear.
Day 3 was December 25th. Falling Towers bottom line on Babylon 5. Then a replay, Virtual TrekCon 1's opening ceremonies for fun. We had Adam Howard, amazing visual effects artist in 90s Star Trek. We had a roundtable from the 7th Rule, and we had Dan Mason's Star Trek Trivia Night, aforementioned.
And check out the 7th Rule Patreon page, because for just the low cost of $30, you too can come to roundtables every month.
Then on December 26th, we had Enterprise Day with the Sons of Kirk music video to the song Warp Speed, which is great.
Awesome.
We also had Dr. Phlox himself, John Billingsley, on the Beyond Trek podcast. We had Mr. Gary Graham, who's Ambassador Saval on Enterprise, and Tanis on Voyager. We had Gaze in Space presents Trekkie Feud with tons of Enterprise questions with Sirach Lofton and myself. That was a lot of fun. Then we had Beyond Trek's review of Discovery Season 3, Episode 11.
Major shout out to Beyond Trek also, and especially Dag, who got John Billingsley on Twitter to be on their show. And it was a really, really cool, just like kind of freestyle interview that talks a lot about his charity work. And also thank you to Dan and Rich for doing the Gaze in Space amazing editing for the video.
Now, guys, in the comments, we see you commenting. Let us know what your favorites were, or if there were some that were just amazing. Also, let us know if there were some that sucked.
Impossible.
Don't really do that. That would be horrible.
I know. They're like that Falling Tower review of Babylon 5.
Yeah, I mean,
was
a little bit that you
I
said
thought they were
that
pretty fun. I thought our Falling Tower,
but
I thought our
You guys
Falling
are
Tower videos
idiots.
were fun, right?
I thought so too.
Thank you.
So
The girls were all right, but those two dudes are idiots.
no, they
And-
lumped us all together in one.
Yeah, Melissa was in that. Now, speaking of which, day 5, Sunday, December 27th, watch this interview with Melissa Longo. That was a fun interview. We talked about your acting and your online store.
where I bought my bracelet.
Then we had the 7th Rule Presents, a review of Deep Space Nine's The Sword of Kahless. That was a fun
Is
one.
it Kailash or is it Kailash? Hard to say.
Who knows anymore?
You need Mark Okrent.
Let's Talk Trek. That was the Dan Mason podcast we're talking about. The Ethics of Star Trek panel, created and hosted by Mr. Scotty Baker.
So good.
Yeah, we finally got it. And Michael, good job pointing the right direction. I point the wrong direction at first every time. Then we had Orville Nation was joined by the 7th Rule. Sirach, myself, and Melissa were on with Orville Nation. Always a great time with PJ Thomas, meteorologist Katie, and the rest of them. Great time. Then this was also kind of like an Orville day too, because then there was also an Orville panel with all of us talking about the Orville.
Awesome panel.
Then Monday, December 28th was podcast day. Fun one. We had a fan compilation video of Star Trek podcast. Be sure to check all those out. There was the Star Trek science panel. All of them, Dr. Aaron McDonald, Dr. Michael L. Wong, and Dr. Mohammed Noor, all of them have their own podcast now, which is cool.
Especially Mohammed is Bio Trekkie Explains on YouTube. His new show with Admiral Cornwall. Jane, I can't remember her last name for a second.
Rock.
Okay. They're starting on January 10th, and their live chats are actually going to be like an hour before the 7th Rule ones on YouTube. So theirs will be at 8 a.m. Eastern or Pacific time, and then ours will start at 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Nice.
So that's lots of live chat and chat pack chatting.
Always very considerate, Mr. Mohammed Noor. Also, shout out to Orville Nation. They popped up in our live chat.
Yeah.
Then we had Life Support Live number 37 with Dr. Trek, Larry Nemechek, and Dr. Ali Matu.
Amazing.
Orville Nations, Dark Matter Monday. Check them out every Monday as they review Dark Matter. They can give you more information on that in the comments with Joe Malozzi. It's definitely Italian. Joe Malozzi or Malozzi, who is the Dark Matter creator. And also we had Michael Kenyon Rosenberg. Falling Tower presents Watch the First 100 with Dr. Mohammed Noor and Talis Forge.
For 100. This is really where they brought it back after that Deep Space Nine review.
What?
That was Falling Tower guys. They really brought it back home with the review of the 100.
Yeah, it was a fun one. It was a good
After
time,
they
right?
pissed everybody off with the Babylon 5 review.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was a Scott Baker sound effect right there. I was waiting for it.
That's just my stomach.
But that was a good one, right? We had fun there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Good.
Got
Then
to
we
talk
had-
about Desmond from Lost. Always love doing that.
Yeah, then we had the Seventh Rule presents a review of Deep Space Nine's Indiscretion. And then we had a Star Trek podcast panel with a bunch of people, cool people that do podcasts, talking about that.
Don't forget, Indiscretion was the one with Tony Marbury and Jack Trevino.
You're right.
Which was an
Trevino.
amazing episode to watch. So if you missed it, go back and watch that review. And then the podcast panel was particularly lovely. You guys were joined by Larry Nemechek, always a pleasure. And then also Jara Hodge of Women at Warp, Bill of Trek Geeks, and Brandon Shea-Mutala. So make sure you check out the description box below that video to check out all their podcasts.
That's all true. And as you said with Indiscretion, Jack Trevino and Tony Marbury were the writers that originally pitched that episode. So they were great. Lots of fun. Melissa and Mochi, matching colors.
Machi Mochi.
Mocha mocha.
What do you guys think in the comments about the 100? Have you guys seen it? What do you think? Have you seen our review of it? Do you agree with what we said? Do you like the show? Do you think it's kind of Beverly Hills 90210?
I'm not going to watch it. I watched the review. That's enough.
And then, actually, Anne-Marie, since you've got the list in front of you, you want to handle Tuesday?
I don't have the list in front of me.
Okay. Tuesday, December 29th was a tribute to strong women. It was a message from Nichelle Nichols, made especially for Virtual TrekCon. We had an interview with the wonderful Michelle Hurd, who plays Rafi on Picard. We had the Influence of Strong Women panel, spearheaded by Melissa Longo with Amy Imhoff, Mary Chieffo, and a visitor. We had the infamous Patricia Tallman interview that Strzok and I did that blew up the internet. And that was another Babylon 5 related thing. If we had done that interview first, Michael, we would have known that Babylon 5 fans are diehard. We would have maybe been a little nicer about it.
This panel contained my favorite comment of all 12 days of content. It was by Medallion, and it was, "Don't forget to fall on the like button, everyone."
She was a stunt woman.
And we now have last I looked, 650 people fell on the like button. So
wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
And then rounding out the Strong Women Day was Women at Warp presents a Star Trek year in review.
And that was also with, Allison of Daily Star Trek News. Both of them found on Roddenberry Network, and they both do amazing, amazing work. And Daily Star Trek News has such great news every single day. I don't know how they do it. But it was a wonderful, wonderful year in the review. If you missed it, it's on the Women at Warp page. And they even included a really good in memoriam for everybody who passed away this year.
Yeah, that was really cool. I saw that.
Really, really beautiful. And they just made excellent points in the live chat. Everybody had great comments. Dayton Ward, who's a big writer in Star Trek land, showed up to the live chat, which was super fun. And also, it was the day after Nichelle Nichols' birthday, so it was even more special.
And Michael Kenyon Rosenberg, great job, says, then 100.
Ah, there you go. That's all you need to know.
And our good buddy Bill Erickson out in Montana says, I agree with the review of the 100. So.
But whose review? My review? Ryan's review?
Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe just the whole culmination.
Yeah, the whole thing. Dr. Muhammad Noor.
Louise gets it.
Oh, and also make sure to check out Patricia Tallman's site, which is in the description box underneath the video, for her, I think it's called B5 events, which are amazing. She's had Nanan, Sidon, and Armin, and then also her new book.
Mm-hmm. People definitely get the B5 and Patricia Tallman.
Super cool.
Phenomenon. What was next? Then we had day whatever it was. We started the day started kind of bleeding in after.
I know.
I think this might be day 8. December 30th, fan compilation video, a tribute to Renee Aubergenois. The Star Trek movie universe panel with actors that have been in the Star Trek movies, like Jason
including
Matthews,
Darnell, my favorite Klingon from Star
Tracy
Trek 6.
Coco, Rico E. Anderson, Darnell Davis, Darth Shuey.
Darth Shuey.
Then we had Falling
Farm
Tower
Boy
Watch
47.
Podcast, a year of TV shows in review, which I have to say personally, Michael, this was a highlight for me.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel about it?
I liked it.
Dude, I was so impressed by your guests who actually, so many of them went and watched the second episode because they're like, they got so into it. You guys needed to watch some more
Scott
seconds.
and Melissa.
Yeah, you two needed to watch some more seconds, but
I like how light and diplomatic you guys were at kicking people off of the show to move on to bring in next guests. That was the highlight of the show for me. And we're gonna have to let you go now. But I want to stay.
Well, there were like we had 7 other people coming on, so it's kind of like if they're only like 3 or 4, then yeah. But then when it was like a lot, I was just worried how StreamYard sometimes has issues, But it all went well, right?
Yeah, it was great.
So much fun, great energy.
Oh, and thank you to Talking Trek Italia, who's in the comment section. My college Italian is very rusty, but thank you so much for your kind words, and we love you guys.
We love you guys at Talking Trek Italia.
Vi vogliamo bene, grazie per questa splendida nuova edizione della Virtual TrekCon.
So
that's so much better than I ever do.
So now
I'm a Italian, so it comes natural to me.
No, but we love these guys. They're great. But let's finish up on the on that year in review, because I thought that was really cool. That was a real highlight for me. Melissa, how much did you enjoy it, though?
This much. This much.
Mochi much.
Mochi much.
Oh, what a little snuggler.
You liked it very mochi.
So we had Melissa on, we had Mr. Scotty Baker, we had Kat Roberts, we had Rico E. Anderson, we had
Jurassic Jen,
we had Smiley Bridge, and Roz Stanley.
Amazing.
Where's the applause, Scotty?
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Shout out to Katie Carr, who always says nice stuff to us.
Katie Carr and War Dog Time, I think they had the record for being at the most.
They're MVPs.
Yeah.
We love
I mean, it was close. There were some other people as contenders, but
she snuggles when she wants to.
Then to round out that day, we had Mr. Doug Drexler, who is a visual effects and makeup artist on Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and Enterprise. He always tells the best stories.
we need him back. Amazing.
Then the next day was Discovery Day. Discovery Day. A few of you may need to plug your ears real quick. Some people are like, no, Discovery Day. But first, we had a fan compilation video, a tribute to Mr. Aaron Eisenberg, which was wonderful. Although he was a very big advocate for Discovery, so I did think that was fun to have that there. We had the Fan to Pro panel with Mary Chifo, with Dr. Aaron McDonald, Dr. Mohammed Noor, and Eliza Pearl. We had the Star Trek Discovery panel with Doug Jones, Raven Dowda, David Benjamin Tomlinson, and Hannah Spear. And that was a great one. Then we had Central presents a review of Discovery, the newest episode, episode 12. There is a tide, I think it was. And then we had Starfleet and the USS Eisenberg presents New Year's Eve. It was a fun Zoom chat. Everybody can join in and just hang out and party 2020 away.
So I really love the minutia of Star Trek, and that extends to podcasts and Seventh Rule. So the really special thing that I learned is that how you got Noah AK on the show is that he actually contacted you through the virtual TrekCon website to ask to be involved because he loves
Wow, I
the
was
fans
kind
so
of
much.
wondering about that. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? And then if you go to his Twitter account, which is the most fun follow ever,
Right.
he has pinned. He made like a photo montage music video to Faith of the Heart of him at Star Trek conventions growing up that ends in like him with Mary on the set. It's so hilarious and adorable and just like the most amazing thing ever. So
Yeah. So big, huge shout out to Noah AK. He was really great, very gracious to jump in on our show last minute. He offered, he was friendly. He's definitely one of these people that you love to have on your side. He made it very easy on us, and he was tons of fun joining in.
after he tweeted about being starstruck by Sirach, which
I
was
know, yeah.
adorable. And I just like also love, I mean, talking about an amazing human who can be in makeup all day, who has diabetes type 1 and needs insulin injections. And like, that's just, I can't even imagine the massive stress that puts on your body. And just like, what a fantastic human being. And I can't wait to hear more from him. And there's no way there's not going to be a Rin relative or another alien that he can play.
He's going to come back as some kind of alien. And Michael could definitely speak on the diabetes thing right after this message from Medallion.
I'll try.
Well, I'll say this: he's a type 1 diabetic, which means that you're born with your pancreas does not create insulin. I am a type 2 diabetic, which means that my body, it's called also adult onset diabetes. It means that you're through over time because of poor eating habits and lack of exercise. Your body creates a resistance to insulin, and so yeah, for me, I take a pill when I need to, but yeah, for type 1 diabetics, you need to, and the insulin shot, they put it right into your belly. Not fun. I had it one time when I was in the hospital. So
Yeah.
Oh, here's a fun one. Who did the music selection at the end of each panel? I love the 80s tech. Remind me of Flock of Seagulls and New Order. That was I, and it was fun. It was not work. It was fun, you know, going through. You know what I did? I did like a search, and the keyword was happy. So I just found a bunch of, and you know, we got like different eclectic sounds. So there was some that were kind of like country twang. There were some that were like hip hop. There were some that was like techno or
one was like
or
that song in Caretaker
reggae.
on the
Yeah.
banjo.
My favorite one, I can't remember what my favorite one was called, but it was at the end of today's Deep Space Nine video. So listen to that one, and I think that was my favorite. I put on 2, even though they were all supposed to just be on 1. Also, a lot of people giving love to Noah.
Amazing,
and Doug,
amazing,
of course,
amazing.
everybody loves Mr. Doug Jones. But check these out. Somebody says, yeah, so Noah should have a second part of his name that starts with an R. So it could be that.
There is an R in the name that starts with A.
There it is. Anyway, lots of love for Noah, and we do love him and wish he would come back someday. And hopefully we don't have to beg too hard.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Marie's right. He's a great follow on Twitter. Check him out. He's always posting really fun stuff. So
It is. Yeah.
What
And
was
his
your
mom's a
favorite
huge
thing he
fan. She
posted,
makes
Melissa?
cookies of him, like him and I mean,
yeah,
Eve.
Eve England.
Eve. Yeah. Close to-
Well, Eve England is the best follow in the
Yeah.
Twitterverse. So sorry. Robert Hewitt Wolf is up there too. Noah's up there too. They're great.
mhm.
Eve England
Ira.
and Wales. Ira is always awesome. You're welcome
Seventh
for the
rule.
music watcher. Yeah, the music part was fun. It wasn't a
Oh yeah, you
ton
were
of
like,
work.
I have a fun surprise, and then it was that you nerded out about music.
I did. I had fun with the
Okay.
music.
Yeah, we
And
all did.
You know what the problem is, though, and I'm going to call somebody out here
Uh-oh.
because I was like, I want to picture people having fun and dancing away 2020. It's been stressful. It's been sad. It's been depressing. It's been, you know, anxiety inducing or whatever it is. For some people, it's been boring. But I was like, let's have some fun music. We could dance or we can shimmy or whatever. And I would picture people. And more often than not, I would picture our good friend, Mr. TJ Jackson Bay. And I was like, oh, I would always be like, oh, TJ's going to love this one. Or, oh, TJ, this one has old Nintendo, sounds in it, 45 seconds in it. He's going to love that one. And I'm like, where's TJ in the he's not hearing any of these things. Or I'd be like, oh, TJ's going to be like, what the hell is this one? So I'm calling TJ out. You have to go now and watch all these videos, TJ, because half these songs I thought of you when I was picking them.
Aww.
Well, the other thing that was really fun is that then it let the videos be a little longer, so we could like say goodbye and finish up on comments and everything, which is really helpful for chat pack.
Right.
Sometimes they like end too soon.
Now, for all of the old Virtual TrekCon videos, the intro bumps were created by Michael Kenyon Rosenberg and Mr. Scotty Baker and their musical talents. The videos, the animations, the imagery, that's all these two guys that are doing that stuff. So anything that's like, skilled, you guys, that's those two.
Mostly this guy, probably.
I don't know.
Great job.
All images, all thumbnails, even this thing right behind me, even this masterpiece VTC logo, all of those things are Michael and Scotty.
Love that.
Also, originally for the first one, a lot of the images, the YouTube thumbnails were created by Miss Katie Nicolau, meteorologist Katie, as well. That was the third person helping us out with the images. But yeah, website and all the on-site shooting that Mr. Scotty Baker did with the makeup stuff and the Nichelle video.
Mm-hmm. Good times.
One-man wrecking crew, this guy.
Yeah.
And during that makeup video too, there are like tips on where to get makeup if you're looking for it for cosplay, for conventions. Really great tips.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Hewitt Wolf, shout out to him for being brilliant.
True.
Okay, so we're on day 10. Here we go, guys. This was Friday, January 1st. This was Hangover Day. No, it was Voyager Day. We had Falling Towers, Bottom Line, and the 100, which are always fun. It's kind of like, Michael, what would you say? If somebody's like, what's the bottom line? What would you tell them?
Do
It's
you mean
like-
terrible tooth?
This is the bottom line. You want to get to the bottom line? Like, what's the meat of this thing? What did you guys really think of it? This is it. This is the bottom line. That's all it's called.
Right. Some people don't like small talk. Some people don't, they just want to get to the meat and the skinning. Yeah, they want to do the thing. And, this is
They don't
the
want
thing.
potatoes. They just want the meat.
They're not touched.
Yeah. And then a really fun one was a live video of the producers of the Deep Space Nine documentary,
Oh my
the production team, I should say,
Oh
and the
my
upcoming
gosh.
Voyager documentaries
And who else?
with Jeffrey Combs. And so that was a really fun one. They talked about the Deep Space Nine documentary. They talked about Jeff Combs. And we pivoted and talked about the upcoming Voyager documentary. And there was a big announcement about it right after that, which was done by Mr. Garrett Wong. And that was a fun one that has now blown up the internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Yeah, I think that
I would say so.
I think that I like that the Voyager documentary or Deep Space Nine documentary panel. That was definitely the highlight of all the new content for me for the show.
Oh. And major favor, everybody tweeted Jeffrey Combs asking him to come on 7th Rule so that we can get him on some upcoming episodes.
Yeah, Jeff was awesome.
And
I
now
love
the
that like
internet is
Ohio
a little
license plate
pieces.
that said Vorta. I wanted to know more about that.
You said, Scott, that was the highlight for you. Was that live video?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was cool. I like that. Hearing the behind the scenes of that kind of stuff and how that came together, and then just them, shooting the shit and talking and all that. I didn't realize that they had done the
Captain.
For the Love of Spock and the Captains.
that one. Yeah. I didn't realize that they had done all those videos. I thought they had just done the DS9 and that was a one-time thing for them. So that was super cool.
These
Oh
guys
my
are all
gosh.
pros. They're bringing us
Chaos on
all
the
the great
Bridge? Amazing.
documentaries.
Yeah.
So anyway, Melissa was going to
So
be
wait,
there
what's
too,
the
but
date
she
for
had to work.
crowdfunding? That crowdfunding starts?
Wanted to be there, but work.
March 1st.
Work. always work.
That is how they get you.
Yeah.
Then we had, rounding out Voyager Day, we had an interview with Mr. Robert Beltran, who was tons of fun. He's so great. And he has the best voice in Star Trek. I just want to hear him talk. And then we had the Fifth Passenger panel with Tim Russ of Voyager, with Hannah Hate and a bunch of other people, like Mr. Scotty Baker, who wrote, produced, and directed it.
Robert Beltran, he reminded me that I needed to watch Butterflies, which is his short film available on Amazon. So I went and bought that. It's like 15 minutes of amazingness. You can rent it for like, I think $2.99 or buy it for $3.99. But watch it. It's so good. And then post what you think it's about, because I want to make sure I get it.
And I gotta say,
it's really deep.
Speaking of voices and Tim Russ, there's the new film on Netflix called The Midnight Sky, and Tim Russ has a very small role in it, but it's in the beginning, and you hear his voice before you see him. And like as soon as I heard his voice, I was like, "Oh my God, it's Tim Russ! What the heck is going on?" And then his face pops up and everything like that. It's a really good film with George Clooney. It's a sci-fi sort of like a contained piece with just it's like George Clooney and like one other actor mostly, but yeah. Tim Russ is in it for 20 seconds or something like that.
So what you're saying is you're like you don't even have to watch the whole thing; just watch the first minute and you're good.
Well, I think all in all, it's a good film. It's worth watching, and that you get to see Tim Russ for 20 seconds is definitely a bonus. Midnight Sky on Netflix. My plug. Yeah.
War Dog says he's with you. He's not quite sure what's going on.
That's what makes it so great, because you get to watch it a few times and really think about it. And it's so layered. I love it. And
then we had the second of 2 Star Trek trivia nights. Then we had day 11. Can you believe we just did 12 days in a row? This is crazy. So Saturday, January 2nd, which was yesterday, we had Larry Nemechek's Live Support Live. Then we had Falling Towers Watch This interview with Miss Taylor's Forge. Lots of fun. Darren Doctorman, who is a concept artist and visual effects artist on the motion picture, on Picard, and on Voyager.
And does the podcast Inglorious Trexperts. Sorry.
Right. Then we had Virtual TrekCon 1's closing ceremonies. Those were fun to go back and just watch again. Just to see what it was like.
Special.
And then we had the Beyond Trek review of Discovery Season 3, Episode 12. And then we had the last day, Sunday, January 3rd, Deep Space 9 Day Part 2, because we had 2 Deep Space 9 days, the first one and the last one.
Deep Space 18.
Or as Mike calls it, Deep Space 9 Day, the Terrible Twos.
And
real
Deep Space Nine's birthday.
Ooh.
And
real quick, I say to Glenn Iverson says that Fifth Passenger glitched out on him on Amazon. You can also watch it on YouTube. Epic Pictures, our distributor, has it on their channel, and you can watch it for free. There's just some ads there. But so if you want to catch it there as well, you can watch it on YouTube. It's also there, free to watch. So.
Oh, there's I see it now.
Oh.
I saw it. There it is. It's pretty.
There it is.
So the last day, Deep Space 9 Day Part 2, is a really fun one, really one of our biggest ones. We had the 7th row review of Our Man Bashir, the first segment with Alexander Siddig, which is going to be awesome. All of our patrons are watching the entire video now. Those of you, please become patrons if you'd like to watch the entire 1 hour and 15-minute video.
$5, and then you get everything a month early, which is amazing. It's a great deal.
Do you get a tote bag?
No, but it's a really great deal. You can be a patron for as low as $1, because I know Ryan hates talking about the business side. But for $5, you get to see everything a month early.
For as little as $1 a day, you too can sponsor a Star Trek podcaster.
Yes, exactly.
All of the patrons in the comment section, make sure to raise your hand and say hello. Then we had one of the best and surprisingly amazing and insightful panels from the first Virtual TrekCon, which was Quark Page to Stage. Armin Shimmerman and the actor that played Quark, and Robert Hewitt Wolf, one of the Deep Space Nine writers, talked about kind of how the ins and outs of how a character goes from being written in the writer's room all the way through its development into an actual character on TV. And it was really amazing, a lot of fun. There was also the fan compilation video, vendors and fan community. Then there was the Deep Space Nine panel, which just ended with the Nav Visitor, Alexander Siddig, Armin Shimmerman, Sirach Lofton, and Ira Stephen Bear. Then we had Virtual TrekCon's 12 Days of Content closing ceremonies.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah. Can we do a recap of this panel that we're in right now?
I would die.
I know.
You should change the ticker down below to Hello 2021.
Yeah. So the last thing is, guys, this is not the final video. There is one video left after this. So everybody, after we're done here in a few minutes, check out the description box below, and it will say the final VTC video is here. There'll be a link, and this is The Seventh Rule presents a review of Deep Space Nine's Rejoined. If you remember that episode, Rejoined. So that is the
episode
on viewing.
Wow.
I can't wait. I love full episode reviews so much. And just anybody who's new in Chat Pack, the reason it's called Chat Pack is because it's like Rat Pack, which happens with mostly Deep Space Nine actors at the end of STLV or the cruise. And so we just changed it a little bit to Chat Pack. And I have a shirt for Chat Pack made by J.R. Poole, which is hard to see, but because I'm connected by a tether.
And that was the thing here in Jeffrey Combs talk about the origins of the Rat Pack at the Vegas convention. That was pretty cool, and like kind of made me sad how much we like missed that this year. Didn't get to experience that, and hopefully 2021 will bring us all back to Vegas and we can experience that again.
Well, some of us are there already.
In spirit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is maybe the highlight of Star Trek Las Vegas for me every year is that Chat Pack thing at the very end on Sunday night. It's just amazing.
The Rat Pack, you mean?
Yeah, sorry. The Star Trek Rat Pack.
Although I was there with you, so it was like Chat Pack at the Rat Pack.
Our favorite part of Virtual TrekCon is the Chat Pack. Our favorite part of Star Trek Las Vegas is the Rat Pack. It's not called that anymore, right? It's called the Star Trek Experience or something.
Oh, dude, now it's like the longest. It's called like somebody in the comments section tell us exactly what the name is, but it's like, Creation presents the 55-year mission Star Trek Ultimate Fun Time Tour or something like that. Whereas before it was like STLV. Now it's like T55 TMO64.
Well, it also like change every year because it can't be 55 for forever.
Non-denominational science fiction show fan event.
Yeah, up, down, left, right, BA, start.
Yeah.
Wow.
At Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aww.
You haven't seen it yet, Melissa?
No, I haven't.
Somebody tell us in the comments what it is so we can read it off real quick.
It's too difficult.
Well,
it's really special above Armin to see Aaron's picture framed. Stop doing this. To see Aaron's picture framed above him, especially like in those Deep Space Nine panels. Super special since all of this really comes from Aaron.
Okay, nobody's doing it in the comments. They're all just saying, just call it STLV.
We don't know.
We are going to call it STLV. There's no way anybody's going to remember all that, but I still want to know what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'm checking right now. Hang on. Okay. It is called Creation Entertainment Presents 55-Year Mission Tour. So so you could say CEP 55YMT.
What's the one called by the new company that has the official license for it now? Do we know what that one is?
I don't think it's been released.
Oh, there's more to it. Now it says also United We Stand. So it's Creation Entertainment presents 55-year mission tour. United We Stand.
Why is that part added? We were already united. We all want to go.
Yeah, I don't know. We joke because we love it. We're allowed to kid our favorite because it is
Love
our
it
favorite.
so
It's amazing.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start.
Or be a select start if you want to do 2-player.
Oh my God! Look at that little head.
Oh, that's really cute.
You guys all going to go to? Well, I don't know, Michael. You going to go to Star Trek Las Vegas this year if it happens? Maybe.
I don't know.
Scott will be there.
Nobody knows.
Hell yeah, I'm already there. But it's weird.
Melissa, you're going, right?
As far as I know.
Oh, here it is. This is what it's called now. Are you, dude? Are you going to CEP 55YMTUWS or what? We're all going.
Yeah, but if anybody can remember that. It's Star Trek fans who can like even remember the episode of the Binar episode of TNG that's all like 011000, and people like actually remember the order. Yeah, I'm sticking with STLV.
Baimon Sci-Fi Con. Anyone? No.
That's a Futurama, I'm guessing, right?
It's
it's
actually Simpsons when they had it's like it's Alf, Mark Hamill, and more.
Yeah.
it was just Alf and Mark Hamill.
That's what Scott said one time on the VTC thing when somebody said like, "Oh, you're on this," and he's like, "Yes, I'm and friends" or something like that. Yeah, you can't see me on the schedule. I'm and more.
Friends.
And more.
Yeah.
I'm also and more. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, for those of
we
you
all
that
can't
don't
be
know,
Ryan T. Husk.
Michael Kenyon Rosenberg is the co-CEO and co-founder of Falling Tower. We have been celebrating 20 years of Falling Tower, but no longer. It's now 21 years.
Now ended. Yeah.
Wait, it's now 21 years. Wait, is that
Wow.
right?
No, you had it right the first time. I know. I can't even believe I've been alive that long. So
Yeah. Now, also, Melissa, I think these are for you. These are messages that only you can read.
Yeah, that's true. Because of my bracelet, it's in binary code.
Mm-hmm. Now, you guys know that there are 10 kinds of people in this world, right? Those that can read binary code and those that can't.
Oh my gosh. That's your best joke ever, actually.
It's solid. It's really good. It's really good.
I think I saw that on a T-shirt, and it's better if you read it because it makes more sense. Because if you say
Right,
10,
then you just see the number. Yeah,
Right.
That's a good point. The other one is there are two kinds of people in this world: those that can extrapolate from insufficient data,
And Ryan Husk.
That's funny.
anyway.
Oh.
Anyways.
So I guess before we go, do you guys have any final thoughts? We'll go around the table and start with Melissa.
Why?
It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Melissa.
Shout out to Melissa for her birthday, for being born.
For being born. Thank you for being born, Melissa.
Yeah, everybody in the comments, while Melissa thinks of what she wants to say, give us your favorite memory of Melissa, whether it was a tweet or a funny image that she posted or the kitty pictures or something
so
silly
easy. It's
that she
dance
said
video.
on the 7th rule or her cool online store. Just tell us your favorite stuff about her. Melissa, what are you going to do in 2021?
Lots of stuff that is a mystery to me even. But a lot of change is coming, so yeah.
That's part of the fun, is unraveling the mystery.
Exactly. Unraveling the mystery. Yay, Capricorn's rule. Woohoo!
Do you have any plans for the online store?
Try to keep it running.
Good plan.
Running a store is tough work. Especially when life gets in the way, and Aw, thank you. Thanks.
Darth. I think it's called a cat.
Oh.
Katie Carr says, I love Melissa's shop. Can't wait for my Garrick shirt. Ooh.
Finished. Guess gotta pack it up now.
Oh, by the way, did you see Eve England's latest gingerbread where she takes Noah AK and turns him into
And
blue crumbs?
So
So funny. Anyway.
Guys, those are spoilers for people that haven't seen the
Yes.
episode yet.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Have you seen it, Michael?
I have,
Oh, I'm surprised.
but you should wait at least a week. So
Whoops.
Aw.
Oopsie.
Well, Anne-Marie, do you have any spoilers for 2021 that you're looking forward to? Are you going to be starting your own podcast? Are you going to start watching some new podcasts? Are you going to, what do you got in store?
Obviously, I'm starting to watch Muhammad's show. But I already watched, I think, every other one in existence. And
She's a podcast pro.
since I sleep with them on, and they're on in my apartment all day. But I just wanted to say in the chat pack right now, everybody who's saying that they're gonna miss this and miss all of the content, there are always live chats every week on Seventh Rule, so the fun can continue. Definitely every Sunday and Monday, and sometimes
and Wednesday for Falling Tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I was just gonna say that's a great thing to say is the schedule, you guys. So every Monday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, we have the new full release of a Deep Space Nine review on the Seventh Rule. Then occasionally on Tuesdays, we have a CNF thing, which is our interviews.
And that means Captain Nog forever.
It
in
is.
honor of him.
And so sometimes on Tuesdays, you'll have those in the evenings. Just interviews with Star Trek actors and guests like that.
Directors. Amazing.
Then on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific is Falling Towers Watch the First podcast with Michael and myself and various guests. We always have fun guests. Sometimes they're actors, sometimes they're producers, sometimes they are comedians, but it's always somebody in the business that does things, and we review the first episode of a show. It's been
Just
pretty
the
fun.
first one. Sorry, Babylon 5, guys.
It's been pretty fun so far, right, Michael?
I think so.
And then on Thursdays, we have new Star Trek reviews on the Seventh Rule. That's also at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. That like Discovery, Picard, Lower Decks. We're reviewing those, and we always have some kind of special fun guest joining us. And then on Sunday mornings, 9 p.m. Pacific, noon Eastern time, we have the first segment of our brand new release of a Deep Space Nine review on the Seventh Rule. So it kind of goes all week long, and we have this live chat in every single one of those. So if you do miss your friends here, just go to these things. Make sure to go to youtube.com/Falling Tower and youtube.com/The Seventh Rule and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for notifications so it lets you know. It reminds you, so you don't have to say, what did Ryan say?
So I have 10 alarms going off everywhere.
You talk so much. No, I'm kidding.
No, so much to say. I'm sorry. But Michael, what was your highlight so far of the Watch the First podcast? Its first year.
I had a lot of fun with Darth doing the Venture Brothers, just because, there's the three of us together. We're old friends, and that was just a lot of fun, just farting around. But then also this Golden Girls one, where it's this side this time. Golden Girls with Darth and Rico was a lot of fun too. So I think people are going to get a real kick out of that one. So definitely check that one out this Wednesday.
Do you have any spoilers for that one or nah?
I do not have spoilers. I mean, I have them, but I'm not going to deliver them.
Please join us on Wednesday. Have fun with us. We usually review pop culture, whether it's Star Trek or other sci-fi like Babylon 5. Sometimes we do cartoons like He-Man and G.I. Joe. sometimes.
Request
Yeah,
in
me
the
too.
comments.
And you request in the comments, you say WTF Golden Girls, for example, which means watch the first Golden Girls. And then we watch the first episode, we review it, and we guess, is this a show that's worth watching the second episode, or is one enough? Are we moving on?
Really fast, there's a question about interviewing Max Grudenchik. So he has been on for the Deep Space Nine second generation panel, which was replayed a few days ago with Melissa, but hopefully he'll be on again soon. Then it's just a little hard since he's in Austria. And also, I'm not going to give any spoilers, I swear, but there's some really, really amazing guests following Sid Weeks in addition. Like, Sid is not the last amazing guest for a while, so make sure you stay tuned.
On what?
For Seventh Rule reviews.
yeah.
There's some amazing ones coming up.
G7R, Ryan.
Yeah, we have some
You're
great
on
ones.
that one. You should know that.
Yes, there's some epic ones.
Oh yeah, here we go. Watcher gets it. Monday,
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, occasionally Tuesday. Yep,
Mhm.
there it is.
That's so much.
It's the best. Especially Monday nights because they go on for a while.
And be sure to sign up for the virtual TrekCon newsletter. Go to virtualtrekcon.com, sign up for the newsletter there, and that'll also help you keep informed on when we do our next events. It was the weirdest thing. Someone once commented recently, they're like, hey, you need to promote these more. I watched the first two virtual TrekCons and I really liked them, but I didn't know this one was happening. And I was like, have you tried following their pages?
Like, it's been 24/7 trying to tell
You want to
everyone.
just how about following the page and then I don't know.
Or the Twitter accounts or anything.
Anyway,
Max
so
is-
We
sorry.
didn't ask Scotty what he's going to be doing in the
well, I
new
was
year.
to finish up with you, Michael. I was going to say what
Oh,
else do you have to look forward to? More Falling Tower? Are you waiting for right now to break the news to me that you're done doing the Watch the First podcast and you hate it, or what?
yeah, it's actually not a bad idea.
No, but don't do that. It'll hurt my feelings.
All right, not yet. I'll wait until we hit 52 episodes, and then we'll
All right.
reevaluate.
The My Little Pony thing is going to happen one of these days, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Anne Marie suggested Lucifer a million times, and so we finally watched it for her.
I wish you had never watched it. I don't
I
even
said
start.
that I would watch it.
Oh, okay.
You're just mad because Ryan didn't want to watch it.
Oh my gosh. I never heard so much belly aching.
Oh, really? Watch the
Yeah.
Babylon 5? Well, dude, no. Or watch Star Wars Resistance one. Like,
I watched them all, but
how do we do with Lucifer? Okay, look.
dude, that
Mike-
show's amazing.
Michael gave it a 6. I gave it a 5.
Okay, yeah.
And Joe Colton gave it a 6.75. That's not that bad. And Michael and Joe both said they would continue watching it, or at least the second
Okay,
episode. I
okay.
said no, it wasn't that
And
bad.
what's the point of pretending you like something when you don't?
Right. She
Yeah,
gets it.
It seemed a little bit overly dramatic, aimed at me.
Because if there's one thing that Anne Marie knows, it's overly dramatic. Oh, speaking of which,
here's the key, though. Okay.
Yes.
Anne Marie's mom is in the house. Hi, Mom.
But here's the key. If we're going to review a show that you love, don't watch it if you think your feelings are going to be hurt.
No, watch it anyway, but just, tough it out.
And
If I watch it and I found out you guys said one bad thing about
Yes.
Golden Girls, I'm
Yes.
coming to
I
your
write
house.
pages and comments.
Who knows? What do you guys, I want to know in the comments section, on Wednesday night, when you watch Falling Towers, watch the first podcast with the four of us reviewing Golden Girls, how do you think we will rate it? Do you think we'll rate it well? Do you think some will like it, some
Army's
won't?
gonna come after you if you don't.
What do you guys predict? Because we do make predictions on these, which are
You're gonna
always
all like it.
I think Rico's going to like it because Rico likes everything.
fun. Yes.
Have you met our friend Darth?
Yeah. Darth. Well, look, Anne Marie, I didn't get mad when we had our good friend Darnell Davis on the show and we reviewed He-Man, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's so good. It's the best cartoon ever. I give it a 9. And Darnell was like, no, man, I give it a 1.5. I was like,
That's
I gave it a 1.5.
That's my favorite episode of all of Watch the First, though. You guys are so cute during that one.
A 1.5. That's like a third grader drawing stick figures. You know,
Those are some muscular stick figures.
Yeah, I was just like, as soon as when he said 1.5, I was immediately like, this is going to destroy our average rating. We made a mistake bringing him on. We should have had him on a different show, like Lucifer.
Yeah.
No, but you see, you rated it super high and he rated it super low, and I think I gave it somewhere in the middle. So it kind of
I rated it accurately.
Wow.
You gave it a 7, yeah.
And then I rated your review really high because it was your best one.
Well, Scott Baker, what do you have to look forward to in 2021? Anything to promote? Any fun new projects? Anything you're hoping for?
I just recorded an episode of my podcast with my buddy Larry Longstreth, who's a filmmaker.
Cool.
It's called the Old Fashioned Hollywood Podcast, and you can find us on iTunes and YouTube and all the places where podcasts are. We talk about, because we both live here in Hollywood and we're both filmmakers, and so we talk about filmmaking and politics and religion but stuff in our personal lives. We're just kind of like friends, just like having a drink and just babbling about stuff.
You say what it's called one more time so I can subscribe.
Yeah, and don't you guys have like an old fashioned every time or a martini?
Yeah, so it's the Old Fashioned Hollywood Podcast, and we started with having like old fashions, like the whiskey drink with at the start of the episode, but then sometimes we would record an episode like today at like 10:30 in the morning. So we're like, maybe.
And that's a cider drink.
You just my joke.
Yeah. So
Irish coffee in the morning only, right? So.
Yeah, right. I mean, because we're like respectable citizens here. So it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Is it a lager drink?
Yeah.
He drinks the songs that remind him of the better times.
There it is.
I just
got it. I just was trying to stay away from it.
I'm totally going to go listen to that in the downtime.
Michael, what do you think of Scott Jensen, the 13th, who says, can you do a WTF spinoff called Watch the Fourth, where you watch the fourth and try to figure out what's going on?
We did talk about doing a Watch the Last.
Yeah, so this is also...
We talked about it in our year in review also. We talked about watch the last episode of a series that we've never seen and try to extrapolate who are these people? What's going on? What are their relationships together?
Right. Also,
who are these people?
If you watch the last episode, then you're really just destroying the series for yourself, which is kind of fun. I kind of like because then people are like, go watch the last episode, you'll ruin it for yourself. And you're like, who cares? There's a million series out there. I want to ruin it. But we did also talk a long time ago, Michael, about doing a random episode where instead of people saying, watch the first episode of Babylon 5, for example, they just say, watch episode 31 of season 2 of, Golden Girls or whatever. And we just watch that one episode. It could be a terrible episode. It could be one episode in the middle of a serialized season. It could be the final episode. But Watch the Fourth is also fun. We're working on something. What do you think?
Darth said to watch some random episode of Venture Brothers, so I went and did that, and he was right. It was a good episode.
What do you think?
First and the last, and skip all the in between to see how they got
first and last.
That's giving a show too much of a fair shake. We like to be unfair.
Come on,
Michael. What do you think of Watch the Fourth? Or what do you guys think? Watch the fourth, watch the last, or just watch any rant? People just say watch
the
episode.
first of another season, because first season's not always great.
What do you think, Michael?
I think that sounds like a lot of work to me. So.
Mm-hmm.
Or just draw a random season out of a hat.
Season.
Or a random episode. Not season.
Okay. I was like, that is a lot of work.
Just like close your eyes and go on Netflix and just click.
We'll roll a 6-sided die to see which season we get, and then we'll roll a 20-sided die to see which episode.
Oh my god!
Or just put the numbers in a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor Who, yes.
I'm gonna get Ryan to watch Doctor Who eventually. I mean,
You'll
we've
love
had a lot of people suggest Doctor Who, but Ryan still is.
Blink. That's such
Blink that's a good one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, people always talk about Blink.
Did we finish? Sorry, did we finish Mr. Scott Baker talking about your podcast and such, or any other things that you're looking forward to?
Nothing else really. Nothing else really to say at the moment.
More old fashions.
More old fashions, yeah.
Okay, Rose Kirby asks, hi again, can you say the times your streams are on for the UK? Yes, Rose Kirby, that's Tuesday at 2 a.m., Thursday at 2 a.m., Friday at 2 a.m., and Sunday at 5 p.m.
And that's a good time because actually Sundays from 4 to 5 is when our friends in the UK have their Star Trek show on Facebook on Trekkies Guide to the Galaxy. So then it's no, that's 4 to 5 US. Never mind, I'm getting confused.
It happens.
Yeah,
that's time.
I will say for something I'm looking forward to, we shot a couple days on Amanara, the Star Trek Gay spin-off show with Nichelle Nichols. In December, we shot a couple days of that, and we're going to shoot more in early February, I think. I'm not sure exactly when. We don't have the production dates yet on that, but there's more of that coming, so that's fun stuff.
You saw that right. You saw that one. Red Dwarf.
Yeah. How was the shoot? The Amanara Renegades shoot, by the way,
That
Scott?
was fun. We shot one of the days we shot at Laurel Canyon Stages, which is where we shot the original Star Trek Renegades, and then Renegade
And Firefly was there.
Yeah, and the Firefly and Serenity and all that was shot there, and tons of sci-fi productions have shot there. It's like these standing spaceship sets, and it's got like you watch it and you see this hallway, and it's like, oh, I've seen that, in this show or that show or something like that. So that was fun, and I look forward to doing more of that. So it looks good. The stuff that we shot is pretty awesome. So, indeed.
Oh,
Spectre Space Time was a fictional Doctor Who character from the TV show Community.
Well, isn't Doctor Who fictional?
Well, no, but I mean, it was even more fictional. I was like, this is our take on Doctor Who inside our own series. So.
In what series?
Community.
Oh, cool.
So I don't even know how we could watch the first of Spectre Space Time.
You guys need to do Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. Have you guys seen that show before?
Sounds like a book.
It's so hilarious. It's kind of like a mockumentary about a fictional show that's sort of like a Doctor Who kind of thing. It's some of the guys from like the IT crowd and those that group of comedians.
Sounds British. I'm on board.
It is. I'll send you a link to it. It really is hilarious show.
Yeah.
I guarantee you will want to watch the whole show after watching the first episode.
I will, or Mike will.
Even you, Ryan T. Husk will watch the whole show.
I forgot one shout out, which was really special earlier during the Sid episode review, which is Una McCormack, who wrote the Captain Janeway autobiography. Really awesome that she showed up in the live chat.
Ooh.
She does a lot of Cardassian books too. We love her.
Really cool. That was just today, wasn't
it?
Today,
yeah. Although I have seen some amazing like Seventh Rule tweets she's done. But yeah, it was super awesome. I love seeing people in the live chat.
Oh man,
Scott, you're a good friend of Mark Zakri's, right?
Yeah.
And we're eternally grateful, Bill Erickson.
We shot Fifth Passenger on the Space Command sets, and I helped him with Space Command, and yeah.
Oh, so before we go, guys, one final thing that Michael and I forgot to mention is all of these suggestions are really cool. Everybody's given us really good suggestions. Watch the first Sapphire and Steel. Please make these suggestions in the comments section of our Watch the First podcast videos. That way, because when it's in the chat, it kind of rolls through and goes away. But
quickly, yeah.
Right, but if you actually go to the Watch the First podcast, click on some of the videos, like usually the most recent one, like the 100 or the Golden Girls in a few days, then in the comments section below, say watch the first, whatever, and make all your suggestions there, then there's a very high likelihood that we will do it. We'll definitely put it on our list of considerations. So please do that. All of your suggestions are really cool. Make sure you put them in the comments section of Falling Towers Watch the First podcast. There's Mochi's butt.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you decide which ones to watch the first stuff?
It's a very scientific process.
Mm-hmm.
We first look at all the shows that people have suggested to us, and then we also look at what shows are new. And then what we do is we pick the ones that look most interesting to us.
And we also try to randomize it a bit. Like, we don't want to do like 7 sci-fi shows in a row. So we try to also, Michael and I are, maybe we shouldn't be giving away too many secrets here, but we're also motivated by efficiency and, things that, laziness. For example, if you have a first episode that's like a 2-hour movie, there's a very low chance we're going to do that one. So what we try to do is we try to do a half-hour show one week and an hour show the next week. Because otherwise, if we're always doing hour shows, then that's an extra half hour out of our lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then we have like animated shows, we have like cartoons, we have sci-fi, we have fantasy, we have some sitcoms,
comedy.
Like, So we try to mix it up and have some fun with it.
Gotcha. So is since I suggested Orphan Black, is that running?
Orphan Black was vast.
Do we have that on our list?
If you don't like it, we might not be friends anymore.
I did write it in the comments.
I do know, Melissa, we do have on the list something you have suggested, and I've got it penciled in as very possibly coming up soon, and that is Smurfs, because that was my favorite cartoon growing up. And I was just thinking yesterday, what happened to my Smurf shirt? I had a Smurf shirt and I lost it.
A really fun thing though about Orphan Black is that one of the presidents of Clone Club was Will Wheaton. He's a mega fan.
Ah, there you go.
Anyway, so we do have to run, guys. The final video is coming up in 5 minutes, so make sure you click the link in the description box below. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Thank you for subscribing to our shows, and make sure you share it with people. It's great to comment and support us, and we appreciate it very much. But man, if you shared our videos, you will be saving our lives.
Share on Facebook, on Twitter.
Good idea.
Make sure to tweet at people you want to be on the show so that they take note and follow Seventh Rule so that they can be messageable.
Right. You guys are our marketing team. Be our army.
Yeah, because we're not spending money to get ads all over the place. And think about all those other people who are like, how would I never hear about this thing? And it's up to you to be the voice for those.
Your fault.
Yeah. About it. If we're doing something for free, that means we don't have thousands of dollars to put into marketing. So you guys are the ones doing the marketing. Think of it as instead of paying money to watch this thing, you're just spamming your friends.
Honestly, I don't know how any of you can sleep at night knowing that somebody who wants to watch the show and hasn't seen it. So rest easy with that guilt, everybody.
It's so wonderful seeing everybody though in Chat Pack. Thank you all for studying 12 days with us.
Yeah, we love these guys. They're so great. Thank you all very much. If you'd like to support, there's also a tab to support. You go to virtualtrekcon.com. That's also in the description box below. Just click on support. But really the easiest and freest way to support us is just subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, and share these channels. That includes youtube.com virtual TrekCon, or actually just type in virtual TrekCon on this channel and subscribe and share this with your friends. We'll be putting out much more in the coming weeks and months. Announcement coming soon. Stay tuned for that. Any final thoughts, guys, before we go?
See you in a minute.
Happy New Year.
You guys are awesome.
Don't forget to register to be an organ donor.
Oh, good one.
Ooh, that's good.
That's a good one.
Yes, Bill Erickson, you got to get on Twitter. All right. Thank you all very much. Thanks for playing with us at Virtual TrekCon. 12 days of content. It's been fun. Michael, thanks for playing with us. I know you keep looking at the clock. All right. See you later, guys.
Bye.